Today is April 11th, 2020. I wanted to mention something. I think the other day, it must have been, I think it was the episode before Zurcher, that I think towards the end of the episode I said something like, oh, I feel like feverish. I don't feel great. And I feel like in the middle of a pandemic, it's important for me to address that. So I took my temperature after that video. So I finished the video. I showered, had some food, and kind of just, I think I laid down for about 20 minutes to kind of relax and let my body temperature kind of adjust from taking a sort of hot shower and eating. And maybe even half an hour to an hour. And then I took my temperature and it was like 97.8 degrees or something Fahrenheit. So I was totally fine temperature-wise. And I started feeling better pretty much immediately after I showered and ate. So I apparently didn't have a fever. And I felt good after that. Like I never got cruddy feeling again. I get something in my eye. But yeah, so the end result is I don't think I was really sick. I definitely don't think I had anything that would be my first thought was like, oh my gosh, COVID-19, right? But no, I think I'm fine. So okay, I sent some things over from my main character. I sent some more iron grenades. We had made a bunch of them a while back, sent them to my bank, sent them back over now. We also needed these materials for the mithril tubes, accurate scope, and the advanced target dummy for what was it for? For the engineering quest, right? So the gnomish engineering quest. And some of the stuff we had materials for. So I had it made up, actually just from a friend in my guild made the things for me. But some of it I bought off the auction house and had mailed over. So this should complete the quest for us. And we also got an accurate scope recipe that I went to, I think it was a vendor that sells it. I flew my guy over there and bought it for this character. I think you can also buy it in the auction house for like a markup, but yeah. So let's go turn in this quest. And also I wanted to show you a couple other things that are kind of interest. First of all, I'm gonna check my bank for something. So we do still have a few things in the bank of various potential value or use, right? But then I also sent over, how did this work? So I think this item is one I bought from a guildie for vendor price, basically. He couldn't sell in the auction house, so he sold it to us for like 6 or 7 gold. We'll use it in 3 more levels. It'll be kind of fun. Like I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of a fun, silly thing, this Terran Icebreaker. It's not amazingly good, but it's fun, so I'm happy with it. And then this, the Hammer of the Northern Wind, it dropped in Undead Stratholme for my main character, and I won the role. And again, in the auction house I looked, and it's maybe 10 to 15 gold it'll sell for. It's really not amazing, but again, kind of fun. So I went ahead and kept it and sent it over to this guy. So if at level 49 we don't have a better weapon, we're going to use the Hammer of the Northern Wind, which would be a 10 DPS upgrade over our current weapon, which we may upgrade though by then. But anyway, the point being, we do have a couple things to look forward to in 3 to 5 levels, in terms of weapons. Now I think we need to go find our engineering buddy who's in this little shack right here. And let's also get our panda cub out. Alright, here we go. Show your work. Once I received your crafted items, blah blah blah. Here's your first gnome engineer membership card. Do we have to keep this as 14-day duration? All cards expire for 2 weeks of activity. Okay, so I get it. So I can't train new skills until I've updated my card. But once I have the skills, I can make stuff. I was like, I didn't realize engineers have to continuously update that, but I see it's not the case. Okay, so now our skills, we should... Is this true? Yeah, no, wait, what? Why is it still 225? Okay. So the renewal is literally just 2 gold. Okay, that's fine. And then the secret schemata... This is all the cool stuff we get to make now. Ooh, rocket boots. That's fun PvP stuff. What is this? Gnomish harm prevention helm. Huh. Okay. 500 damage blocking belt. The Netomatics cool PvP stuff. Capture the target in a net for 10 seconds. Okay. Gnomish goggles. Mithril cylinder. What is this? Requires blacksmithing to use, I guess? I don't understand. And the Gnomish death ray is going to be fun. I want to buy that for sure. I want to make that for sure and just train all these things. And then, what does it take to make these things? Also, how do we get how do we get up to 300 skill? That's what I'm really looking at for. I guess I need to go back to the main trainer in Orgrimmar, possibly. The Gnomish shrink ray. We can probably make this. We need to get Flask of Mojo off the auction house, but everything else I think we should be able to make. That's a trinket, which would be a lot of fun to have. The Netomatic is... Oops. The Netomatic is also a trinket. But I think the Shrink Ray is what I would like to use. Okay. Well, why do we have heavy stone? Where do we get that from? I guess we must have mined up some iron recently. Yeah, I guess that would be it. So, what are we going to do today? Well, we might. The good news is, I guess now that I think about it, what we need to keep in mind is what am I looking for? Flask of Mojo. So as we kill trolls, I should store up those so I can take care of that at least. But okay, I want to start by doing Akiris Reed by the bundle, I think, today, since we're kind of near there. But I'm kind of just thinking to myself, like, where do I go to... Can I smelt it? I always forget, the smelting require just a forge, okay. Where do I get 300 engineering skill? It must be from an engineering trainer in Orgrimmar. That must be it, right? I just kind of assumed it was down here. The reason why I say that is because I want to skill up. I've got a lot of materials on my in my bank that I'd like to use to skill up further in engineering, so we can learn as much as we can. Okay, we'll deal with that in a little bit. For now, I think we'll just keep going with our questing. Let's finish up this. Is there anything on a vendor off here? Maybe a troll sweat.
Hey there.
Repair, no. Troll sweat we'll get rid of. The rest of the stuff we'll hold on to for now.
Safe travels.
Yeah, we have a lot of potions. Oh, that's good. We can consolidate those. There we go. That's that. So what's up here? Okay. So let's go ahead and buff. This should be a pretty reasonable quest for us to do at this point. At level 44, I think the Naga are 41 to 44, so they shouldn't be higher level than us anymore. And they're pretty close by, so we'll do that for sure. We eventually need to go to Dustwallow Marsh to turn in the Tiara of the Deep, which would be nice just to get this out of our bags. And we eventually need to go back to Gromgol to turn in the Mokhthardan's enchantment, which will give us the next quest in the quest chain. Am I still in? Okay. I left general chat a while back. On my druid, we were in Blackwing Lair, and there's a guild in there that occasionally just spams general chat with a bunch of stuff. And it's fine, it's not like it's mean or like anything terrible, it's just they just spam general chat with a bunch of kind of nonsense. I mean, like really just like gibberish. And it pushes off, I have it in the same chat window as my raid chat, so it pushes off the raid chat so badly that I have gotten in the habit of just leaving general chat as soon as we set up for Blackwing Lair. But I don't think it pushes it off on this character. I think if I remove general chat on one character, it doesn't mess with this character's chat. Let's just set up here. Start pulling these guys because we're in the middle of like 4 Nagas, so it's kind of a nice spot to be at, I think. All right, and we've got our fire enchant, which we had fiery on this for a while now, I think, which has been pretty awesome. I've been pretty hyped about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting those other epic items soon. A few levels. It'll be a little bit, but we'll get there. It'll be kind of fun. There's really epic. Oh, okay, resisted. That's gross. Epic gear isn't really amazing while you're leveling for the most part. It's usually slightly better than other stuff at that level, but it's not game-changing, I would say. There's a few things that are, like a Flurry Axe is really, really good for warriors, for example. And so I'm talking about a world drop, epic bind on equips. If you report player, gold selling scammer. That kind of worked. Let's drop another totem. If he gets in like a crawl blade, like that's a really good one. Like there's a few exceptions, right? Crawl blade is like really, really good for a rogue. It's almost best in slot for a rogue. Pre-raid. Not quite, but it's really good. But otherwise, a lot of the stuff, like, you know, we have this Ice Mail Jerkin. It's fine. Like, it's not bad. It's just not amazing. It's nice for leveling just because of all the spirit. That's really what pushes it over the edge, in my opinion. By the way, so the Naga we're killing, they should eventually drop Akiris Reed. Hopefully. No guarantees of that. Did I kill 3 of them? I thought I killed 4. I killed 1, 2, 3. I guess that's it. Yeah, okay. There's a chance for a rare spawn up here. So we are going to kind of clear up in that direction to kill the rare spawn if possible. Let's just do this. Because it's not likely, but it's early in the morning, so it's a chance that the rare spawn will be up. And he actually drops, I think, a pretty nice, like, unique item that only comes from him. It's not just bind on equip stuff from that are world drops. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he's up here. There's a little fountain thing up here that is pretty cool. It's for a quest actually that we're not on right now. I don't really know. I can't remember what quest that is. All right, we've literally gotten nothing from these guys. I think we can go up this ramp to kind of get up here faster. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Let's set up a new camp here. But yeah, we'll set up here and then we'll work our way in. The Naga that I'm thinking of that is the rare spawn would be kind of just around the corner up here. We kill this guy, go through this little archway, and then go off to the right. There's a bridge that we cross, and the bridge would lead to the rare spawn if he's there. Which would be cool. The range on Lightning Bolt is so short compared to what I'm thinking it should be. For some reason I feel like it should be like 35, 40 yards, but it's 30 yards, which isn't really that short, but it's just short enough that it feels short. Alright, stabby stab. My guild, so if you go to the Grobulus subreddit and go back, today's the 11th, look for posts around like April 9th. There's a bunch of guilds that have been like feuding on the subreddit. We have like no crits in this guy, we're not getting any flurry procs. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, wow. Am I mistaken on the drop rates on these things? Let me double check this. I could have sworn they dropped from these. The Naga were 10 socks off. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'm 100% sure they dropped from these guys. I'm very confident. So the rare spawn would be over here if he was to be here, but I don't see him at the moment. I'm still going to try and use up these old bandages as much as I can. There's also a mithril deposit around the corner, maybe over here. I'd like to go get that. Let's see, what do I want to do? Totems. 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 We may pull 2 mobs in this, which is a little bit scary, but I mean, we'll be fine. Just like, that's why I'm fully toteming up. I want to make sure I can nuke these guys down as fast as possible. Just throw a frost shock at this guy to make sure he dies ASAP. I just hate having 2 mobs hitting me at the same time. It's so much extra damage, it isn't necessary. So there's been a bunch of guilds feuding in the Alliance and Horde, and we've had a lot of new Alliance guilds especially join Grobulus. They've transferred over from, I don't know, other realms. There's an Akiris Reed. One of 10, so we've gotten 1 out of 7 kills, 6 kills. 7, 1 out of 7 kills. Okay, that's a pretty bad drop rate, but I think it's not supposed to be that bad. Lord Sacrisis. That's the rare spawn I was looking for. Awesome. I'm really excited. We're going to go sneak over there and kill him as soon as possible. Also, there's a chest we literally just walked on top of, which is kind of funny. I did not expect that. We're going to eat and drink. I think I can sneak over here without aggroing this Naga Explorer. I'm going to burn this guy down and try and get over here as fast as I can. I also want to get this chest. Alright, got him. Another Akiris Reed, perfect. Alright, let's see what's in the chest. Probably junk, but you never know. Sometimes you get a green even out of it, which is nice. Ooh, whoa, that was nice. We got a 14 slot bag. That's actually one of the best things you probably get out of those things. It's pretty nice. Sneak. Alright. I'm going to mark him. I'm going to go ahead and drink. Do I have any food? We do. Nice. We picked up some cheese. I might as well eat that while we're waiting. Instead of using a bandage. A little bit more convenient anyway. This guy should be a pushover for us. Most of the rare spawns aren't really that challenging. I think we'll be fine. I am going to totem up over here, though. I don't know if the totem's going to fall through the bridge, to be honest. I don't know how it works, but let's do one of these. Let's start pulling. 2 lightning bolts. Let's do that. Okay. It should be good. I meant to do lightning shield, too. Yeah, this guy got crushed. Wow. Alright, let's see what he gets. Sometimes he drops really cool stuff. That is one of his cool things, actually. Lord Sacrisis' Scepter. It looks cool, if I recall. Look at that thing. Looks like something out of Zul'Gurub. And 6 intellect, 8 spirit offhand. That's pretty nice. I would take that over the Witch's Finger. That's what we currently have as our offhand for when we have a caster set. Let's just looks. So we currently don't have a one-hander for our caster set. If we did have a one-hander, we would have used the Witch's Finger as our offhand. 7 intellect, 4 stamina. I think I would give that up for 6 intellect, 8 spirit. I think that's a lot better for casters. A little more regen, a little bit less intellect, but more regen, and the stamina isn't that important as long as we're not taking damage, right? So, pretty happy with that. There's a clickable thing over here called the Holy Spring. Is somebody even online in the guild right now? A few people. It's early in the morning, it's 4:47. You can click this Holy Spring. I don't think anything happens unless you're on a quest for it. Oh. But Holy Spring water, what is this? Blessing from the Holy Spring of Stranglethorn Vale, 5-minute cooldown. I don't really know what that just did. It looks like it uses a potion cooldown. Is that a potion? Can I get another one of these? I guess, let's see, can I get another? I can. Okay. Are they unique? It is unique. Holy Spring water. So it has a 5-minute cooldown, but it sets off the 2-minute potion cooldown. Interesting. I didn't know there was anything there. We're going to pull both these mobs probably in this pull, so... Is Panda with us? Oh, there he is. He's sleeping in the back. What a bum. I always lose that guy. He resisted my lightning bolt. It's a bummer. It's okay. Yeah, so that's kind of a cool mob to kill. I like killing that guy because he does drop this. This is only dropped from him. Now the actual model for the offhand is shared with other items, I think. In fact, I think there really is something from Zul'Gurub or Zul'Farrak, maybe, that looks exactly like this. But overall, it's a pretty cool thing to pick up, I think. It was worth the easy trip over here that I was going to do anyway, right? We have 2 of 10 on the Akiris Reed, so we're getting there, but it's gross. The drop rate's pretty bad. I remember it being kind of bad. Not quite this bad, but I do remember it being pretty bad. Got him. Alright, another Akiris Reed, 3 of 10. Fish oil, okay. go back to this. Oh, let's take... Oh, we can't drink this. It's still 4 minutes. I want to use it as soon as we can and then pick up another one. I kind of want to... How does this work? Kneel? Yeah, there we go. Trying to get the lighting right? Okay. Need a thumbnail. It's kind of a cool thumbnail. Yeah, but that's kind of a neat little spot, and I think a lot of people miss it. I think there is a quest here. I'm still convinced there is. I just don't remember what exactly the quest is. Like, I just don't remember what it is. It might be an Alliance-only quest, even. I'm not really confident on what it is. Alright, let's pull this guy. I should probably have dropped a totem or two, but take care of that in a moment. And one flame shock. So, let me get back to my story. So, a lot of guilds have been feuding Alliance versus Horde recently. We've had a lot of transfers over from Alliance, especially from other servers, because Grobulus is a pretty solid server and people seem to want to join up, which is not unreasonable. And the end result is that there's been a lot more PvP in Blackrock Mountain, organized between guilds. And it's been kind of back and forth, like one guild wipes a guild going in there, and then that other guild goes to the Darkmoon Fair and camps waiting for the other guild to come to the Darkmoon Fair to get raid buffs, and they kill people that come to Darkmoon Fair. And then we've had people on each faction going into Kargath or other setup spots where you would kind of meet up with your guild before you go to Blackrock Mountain to dispel raid buffs from people. Shamans can use Purge to remove, I think, the Dire Maul buffs and the Songflower buff from Felwood. And I think at the same time, I think priests can also dispel those things. So certain buffs can be dispelled. So it's caused this big fight between the two factions. It's actually been really cool, and it's been spilling over into the subreddit where people have been mostly playfully, I think, kind of taunting each other. And now my guild, tomorrow night, which will be this video will go live after this has happened, so it's okay for me to say it out loud. Sunday night, my guild's organized a raid on Blackrock Mountain. We're not raiding that night. We're just going literally just to spoil the raids for the Alliance, try and kill as many as we can and remove their raid buffs, as well as slow down their ability to get into Blackwing Lair and Molten Core. Along the way, so our guild runs a DKP system. It's dragon kill points, but it's basically a way that as you complete raids with the guild, if you've never done DKP, it's basically a way you get kind of a currency. DKP serves as a currency. Every time you kill a boss or clear a raid or whatever, or donate certain items to the guild bank, maybe, you get DKP. And the more DKP you have, then when an item drops you want, let's say, what's a good one? It's a good example. I don't know, let's say your tier 1 hat, if you're a mage and your hat piece drops and you want it, you'll usually bid and you'll say, I'll spend 50 DKP on it. Some guilds do silent bids, some do public bids, it just depends. Our guild is silent bidding. So you can say, okay, I'm gonna bid 50 DKP on it. Someone else says, I want to spend 100 DKP. Well, then the 100 DKP person would win, and they would have 100 DKP subtracted from their total. And then, they'd kill more bosses, maybe get 5 DKP per boss kill to build it back up. But a DKP system is just a way by which guilds distribute loot. Personally, I think DKP is a pretty garbage system. It's the same system my guild used in 2004, 2005, 2006 when we were raiding in vanilla. In my mind, to imagine that DKP is considered a good system 15 years later, 16 years later, is insane to me. We've had 15 years to figure out better systems, and there are better systems, so there's no reason that DKP should be used anymore, or should be minimally used. Personally, I think Loot Council is the way to go, but I don't know. Point being, my old guild on Grobulus used Loot Council, which basically means that the guild leaders and officers determine who gets the loot. That's a good way, in my opinion, to maximize loot distribution in terms of efficiency. DKP rewards people that are there the most, which is good also, but a lot of times you end up getting is someone that has a really good item, upgrades has a lot of DKP, spends a bunch of it to get a, 1 or 2 DPS upgrade, whereas someone that's maybe a newer member but has been consistent and really good is in, like, let's say a pre-raid blue gear, would have gotten like a 20 DPS upgrade if they got the item. So I think Loot Council is more efficient overall. Anyway, my old guild was Loot Council, then we merged into another guild that used DKP, so now we're on a DKP system, which is fine. I don't hate it, it's just non-efficient. The reason why I'm telling you this is because we reward DKP for, if we kill a Nixia, Molten Core clears, Blackwing Lair, whatever, you get DKP. You also get DKP for donating like flasks to the guild bank, for the main tanks to use, that kind of stuff. But the other thing is, the officers decided that they would reward a DKP for world PvP when we do organized events, and so we've had such a frustrating week. The last week has been a lot of world PvP when we try to get into Blackwing Lair, that it really slowed us down. It just literally took us an extra half hour just to get into Blackwing Lair, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it doesn't take us. It takes us maybe 2 hours to clear Blackwing Lair, so adding 30 minutes to that is a pretty significant percentage increase. And really 2 hours is slow. Some guilds do it in 45 minutes or something. So, if they took an extra half hour to get in, it would be a huge increase as a percentage of their overall time inside. Or 7 of 10, by the way, on the Akiris Reeds, if you're following along. Or if you're not following along, there's the update. Just killing Naga, moving along. So we got so frustrated with getting delayed on raiding, we decided we would bring it back to the Alliance a bit. So we're going to organize... We have 2 raid groups, so that means we have 80 raiders plus more people that sit out sometimes. So we probably have about 100 people that raid relatively frequently in our guild. And I'm hoping we're going to get at least 40 of those. It looks like we're going to have 40 at least. We might end up getting like 80 people together. And we're just going to sit in Black Rock Mountain and just kill as many Alliance as we can. Should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. The Akiris Reed are dropping now. I mean, we're 8 of 10. I think the last 2 mobs dropped. The last 3 mobs, 4 mobs maybe dropped them for us. 5. Look at that. Like, if you look, kind of scroll back. 1. I think there's 2. I think 3, 4, 5. I think we had 5 in a row. It's funny how that works, We killed 7 mobs and got 1 Akiris Reed. Then we kill 5 and get 5. It feels good. I'm not complaining. Quite happy to get that. I'm excited now we're going to get another trinket from those gnomish engineering things in a bit. I just need to put some together. I'm not going to make anything until I get my skill to the point where I can skill up to 300. I don't want to waste any skill ups, But soon, we'll skill up and have at least, probably the shrink ray is what I'll use. It seems like kind of fun. I'll have to find space in my hotbar somewhere, but... I mean, right now I use control for my upper range here. I could do like a shift. That would be probably an easy thing to do. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe move all my totems to shift keys up here and then use control keys for everything else. That would make it a pretty simple way to add another bar on here without overly complicating my my tooltips or my shortcuts. Because sometimes it just gets complicated. Like I feel like there's so many things you can spend a keybind on as a shaman, and I don't want to go crazy on it if I can help it. So I think that might be a reasonable option, is just doing shift. Yeah, I don't have anything bound to that right now, so that's pretty good. That might be a easy way to do it. This guy's just not dying. There we go, there we go. Big Mouth claim. We got a few claims here. Let's use those up. Alright. But yeah, so we got that 14 slot bag from that chest, which is, it really is one of the best things you can get out of a chest. I mean, honestly, getting bags is pretty nice. You can't complain about that, like at all. A 14 slotter is not an upgrade for us. We already have 14 slot bags, but we can, I think our bank might be lacking 14 slot bags, so we can swap out some of the bank bags, one of the bank bags, or I'll send it to one of my bank characters that need more bags. There's a couple of them that I never filled in all the way. Let's see. So when I do the Black Rock Mountain thing, I might get around to recording that even just like the raw footage. I might not narrate it like a Let's Play, but just might put together like the raw footage. That might be kind of fun. Show off a little bit of world PvP on the server. I've said this many times, but Grobulus has been a great server. I think we're still holding out. Even with a lot of the new transfers, I think people have been pretty cool overall. The Horde side especially. I still haven't really ran into many people that have been a problem. There's been just not very many. It's been overall pretty reliable. We're getting a lot of fish oil and fish scales, which I like. As you know, those are great for water walking or let's use one of these bandages. Water walking or underwater breathing, which you probably won't use a lot. There's not a lot of underwater breathing, a lot of underwater quests left in the game. And to me, I always think that most of the underwater quests in WoW are in the first 40 levels. And then by the time you're level 45 plus, you don't see as many, it seems like. I don't know if it's just my opinion on it, if I'm correct or not, but I sort of vaguely recall that being true. I meant to drink there, but that's okay. We'll get a little bit of mana from the mana spring. Pull this mob and then keep going. Alright, another Akiris Reed. Perfect. Let's pull this guy, actually. So we need one more. And where do we turn this in at? It might be its booty bay. Okay. We'll get a fire damage sash, which is really not that good for us. I mean, I guess it allows us to flame shock, right? So it's not worthless, but it's really not. It allows us it buffs flame shock, right? But we don't flame shock very much, and certainly not enough to give up the pretty decent belt we have. So that's not going to happen. We'll just vendor it, which is fine with me. But definitely aggro. Oh, okay. Fish oil. Alright, let's pull this guy. I was hoping we'd just get the last read there and be done. But, alas. Okay. You know what I miss about working from home and not being able to go out much is I really miss... The thing I miss the most is eating out or ordering food. We've ordered, I think I mentioned this in the previous episode, we ordered Panda Express. There we go. Last Akiris Reed. Alright, let's go turn this quest in and get out of here. I don't really like this island much. We're going to leave. We ordered Panda Express a week ago from today. That was nice. That was a nice treat. Like, just getting something outside. 1% sword. I think. Assuming you dual wield swords. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. When your very first, I guess we're just gonna kill this guy now. It's like my very first hit from this guy resulted in him dismounting me. White damage is just so much in Classic that I think it outweighs the... Someone's asking if they should take an extra 1%, a chance for a 1% increased chance for an extra attack with swords, or 2% increased Sinister Strike and Eviscerate damage. White damage in Classic, which is just your normal auto attack, is a huge part of your damage. It's so much, in fact, that I would argue that this guy's gonna attack me, isn't he? Nope. It would have been a problem for him if he did, because these Booty Bay Bruisers would have aggroed. Oh, okay, yeah. Those Booty Bay Bruisers have a really long aggro radius, and they will wreck people, especially like a level 41 warrior. So the rogue was asking, should I take a 1% chance to have an extra sword attack, or should I take a 2% increase to damage on Sinister Strike and Eviscerate? Really, you should get both if your sword spec. I think there's no reason you can't eventually spec into both. But immediately, I would take the 1% increased, the chance for a 1% chance to attack a second time with your sword. That's what I would take, because auto attack damage is a huge amount of your damage in Vanilla, or in Classic, to the point that I think that should outweigh the Sinister Strike. Even if you're using that a lot, I think it should still outweigh it, or Eviscerate.
Can I help you?
Alright. Well done, Supa. 10 stocks of Akiris Reed wasn't too much of a challenge after all, huh? No offense to Naga, but hey, everybody's got to make a living.
See you later.
Cool. 3,600 experience, and let's check our bank real quick. I want to see if this would be an upgrade for us.
Hey, yeah.
So it would be. We have a 12 slot bag. The problem is I don't have enough space to maybe move this over. I need to hit up a vendor. Let's do this. Go to my auctioneer. Let's post these things. Let's do it at like let's undercut people. I don't really need to make a lot of money off it. I just want to get it out of here. Sure. So the pages, we're not really using them right, so I might as well sell them. They sell better on the neutral auction house for sure than on the main auction house, on the horde only one. So if I want to list them, I try to list them here. Let's refresh this. This is basically what I'm doing is this is an add-on I have called Auctioneer. If you put this in here, it'll appraise the value, you get a sense of what it's worth, and you can drop it off over here. And it'll kind of automatically undercut, because I have this undercut competitors listed. So mine should be the lowest priced on the auction house now. And then what I want to do, I need to go to a vendor real fast. We're going to clear up a little bit of junk in our bags. Maybe mail stuff to my bank character. I think the nearest vendor is over here. Weirdly enough, it's actually in the inn.
Time is money, friend.
We can get rid of those. Okay, enough of that, enough of that, enough of that. Get rid of the witch's finger, scorching sash. There's apparently an ambulance going by. Okay, I think it's good for stuff I want to vendor.
Be good.
Now I want to go back to the mailbox. I need a walk on a water buff. Alright, let's send mail to some of my bank characters. So I can get all this out of here. And then, where's this guy at? You going north or south? If he's going... I gotcha. This should make things a lot easier for him. So this guy was trying to swim all the way over to... Oh, crap. It says you're too low level. Didn't know there was a level cap. Good luck. I didn't know there was a level cap. That's sad. I feel bad. I dragged him the wrong way. That would have been really helpful if I could have water walked him up there. It would have only been 10 minutes, but going from here to Westfall is a huge pain. It would have saved a lot of time for him if he could have walked instead of swimming. Swimming is about 50%, I think, speed compared to walking. So, yeah, that's painful. I just wasted on myself. That's fine. I'll leave it. I mean, I've got plenty of these things. So now we picked up a bunch of the Naga, especially we kind of stocked up, which is nice. So one other thing I want to do, first aid. Sure, let's make more of these, get some more skill ups maybe. I think we can now get the heavy mage weave bandage. I've just been lazy and haven't gone back to Hammerfall again because we've already been there a couple times and I get a little bit tired of going up there. I mean, to be honest, just like it just takes a while. We did get a skill up on that, which is nice. Okay, so what I want to do is load all of my 12 slot bag that's in the bank. I want to put everything into this bag and then move this 14 slot in there and then put all the stuff back into the bank. And then I'll send the 12 slot to my bank character. Seems like a reasonable idea. We got a good amount of skill ups on that actually. We got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skill ups in total. Nice. Okay, let's clean up our bags.
Yeah, what do you want?
Sure, we'll use this one. Right, let's do this. Da 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 da. And then we'll take this, throw it here. And take this, throw it here. And now, what I want to do is click all these back over there. And also move these down here that got sent to the wrong one. Eventually I really need to get rid of all this stuff here. It really is not useful for us anymore for skill ups. And that's going to stay here, and this goes, let's put that there, it's fine. Okay, cool. And then my bank character, I think the one that needs this is this guy. Could use a bag. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and vendor all of our silk bandages. We've got literally more than a stack of mage weave bandages. It's just really excessive. And I think at this point, I'm going to go back to Grum Goal. Let's talk to this guy and vendor off those. Because we have a quest to turn in up there. And then we're going to work on the troll killing quests, I think. You know, before we do that, I actually have one thing I might want to try to do. Well, we've got the water walking buff. Anyone in Buddha Bay want to kill the elite on the little goblin statue island? There is an elite mob that just kind of roams around over here. And what I want to do, Panda Cup swimming down there if you're wondering, what I want to do is kill it if I can. He drops a quest starting item, if I remember correctly. So he's a 50 elite, which is pretty rough for us. I don't know if we can kill him. Is it worth giving it a shot, though? Might be kind of fun. He's going to hit really hard. He's going to resist a lot, but I might give it a shot just for funsies. The problem is it's tough to kite on this island. And I don't think if I water walk away, I don't think it works. I think he'll glitch out and, not glitch, but he will reset his aggro. Because we'll be unreachable and he'll heal up. But I kind of want to try killing him anyway. How do I do this? So I think I want to drop all my totems. And then drink. And I'm kind of wondering if I just nuke him down? Heal and stun? I don't know. Let's see how much damage we do. I guess it's kind of the key. Oh, this is annoying. I was hoping he'd be in range from here. This complicates things a bit. If he's not in range from here, then my totems are kind of worthless, right? There we go. Got him. Let's throw a couple of lightning bolts at him. Oh no, he's gonna wreck me. Oh my god. Yep. That didn't work at all. I can't even get away. Why am I walking so slow? Yeah, that did not. I thought I'd do a little more damage to him. Nope, not even close. Not even close. I was going so slow trying to get away from him. Wow, that guy hits hard. Oh gosh. Okay, well, we're not touching him for a while. Yikes. Alright, let's get out of there. I'm just gonna run and act like that never happened. That's funny. Yeah, he's, kind of a beastly dude. I don't know if I could, at level 50, take him on 1v1. He hit me for about... How much damage did he hit me for? 700 damage? So So he crit me for 600, and then physical 300, 400, 400, 300. Oh no, really about 600 again. So between 300 to 600 per swing. So he's hitting me for an average, let's say like 450 damage, and he attacks reasonably fast. That wasn't slow attack speed. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Okay, well, I'll probably need to repair. I'll probably land and repair when I get to ground goal. I'm not that bad. I've only died once, plus just some regular damage. Alright, let's get to the Flightmaster. Let's head up to ground goal. So what we're going to work on is we're going to turn the Mokthardan's enchantment, and then we need to do, I think at that point, the Mind's Eye and Cracking Mori's Foot, which are the elite ogres in the east. We can't do that solo. We're going to need help. We probably could, but it would just be really slow and tedious. So what I think we're going to work on are the headhunting, the bloody bone necklaces, and the skull splitter tusks. We need to kill blood scalp trolls, and specifically we need to kill blood scalp headhunters. And then we also need to kill the skull splitter trolls, which I think are down here, actually. Oh no, here. I think they're over on this area. Like this spot, maybe? But for now, because these quests are right near ground goal, we're just going to go north and work on those two quests. We'll finish those two up. We'll go do skull splitter tusks, and I think we're going to be done in Stranglehold Vale at that point. We might come back for the Cracking Mori's Foot and the final step of Mokthardan's enchantment, but not until we have someone to help us with it, because we just can't solo it. So where do we want to go next? Maybe Teneris might be nice. Hinterlands wouldn't be bad. We do have we have a quest already up there, and the Polyverbos port is the alcohol we need to pick up from the shore up there. That's a quest down here in Booty Bay. That would also take us up there. So we might just go, maybe Hinterlands makes sense. We have 2 quests already. It's not a bad idea. We can get there fairly easily from, how do we get Hinterlands? It's been a while. Oh yeah, from Hillsbrid. Follow this path here. Yeah, we'll probably do that. Alright. But that's probably another episode away at least. Mokthardan's enchantment, 2,500 experience. Perfect. Now we need... No. It's... Oh. That was a mistake. I didn't realize this quest takes us to the same spot. Literally, I was just talking about this. Okay. There's but one final reagent needed to complete the enchantment. In the south towards the western coast, high above the bluffs, lies a holy spring. The spring is the subject of a great conflict amongst religious and mystical scholars. Every race in Azeroth claims the spring waters were made divine for their people. Well, ironically, we already have the holy spring water. I completely forgot about this part of the quest line. That's a little silly. So we have to go back and kill 10 Naga. We have to literally go back to the same quest we were just on. I feel dumb. Not efficient use of my time. That's okay. It wasn't like it was a terrible experience over there. We did get that rare spawn, so what we're gonna do though, I still kind of feel like doing the trolls up here. Let's do the trolls, and I think we need to kill at least 20 of the headhunters. I don't think it's 100% drop rate. It might be, but I don't think it is. But we'll do that, and we'll probably stop up here today, and then next episode we'll go back, work on the skull splitter and the Naga explorers. That's probably what we'll do. I don't think any headhunters are over here. No. They are further up in the ruins up here. I think the shrunken heads are 100% drop rate, though. I think they are. I have a vague memory of that being true. If it's not true, it's going to kind of be painful, because it's 20 of them we need. And if the drop rate isn't 100%, then, I don't know, it's pretty bad. That mage is so dead. It wasn't even me that did it. Oh, I wasn't even sure if I was going to kill the mage. I really considered not doing it. Oh, there's a 60 rogue just popped up out of nowhere and just crossbowed him down. Oh my gosh, that was awful. It was just... Apparently I wasn't the only one that had that idea. I was like, oh, well, someone's going to die here. That poor mage. That was really sad. He was so close to killing those 2 mobs too. He might have got one of them. I think one of them may have died before he died. Alright, I took kind of a weird route up here, but this is fine. So what I usually would do is start at like the one end of this place, one or the front or the back. I think I'm gonna go to the west side entrance here. Oh, okay, so there are alliance here. Before I go any further, let's buff up. Yeah, I think I'll go this way. These guys are going to give me experience. That's annoying. Let's not kill them then. They hopefully won't aggro onto us. But I usually go up this side over here. I kind of prefer to. There's apparently a ramp there. That's interesting. And if we go this way, I think there's some headhunters maybe over here. There's a headhunter. There's a headhunter. Perfect. I did not mean to jump down into that. There's a headhunter. There's a berserker. That's fine. Let's go ahead and start. There's another headhunter. Okay, so maybe this is where I want to be at, actually. Oh, what? These guys are ranged mobs? I guess I maybe should have known that. So we're going to kill all the ones out here for sure. Oh, okay. We actually got 2 shrunken heads. That's much better than I thought. I thought it was going to be just chain lightning these guys. I thought for some reason it would be a single drop, but the problem is since they're over here, I have to punch them in melee range. There we go. They're kind of low level for us though, so they're going to die pretty quickly, which is not really a complaint, especially considering how many of these drops we need. We might actually get those done before the bloody bone necklaces, depending on how fast the drop rates are. I guess it makes sense that these guys wouldn't, like, for some reason I was thinking we're collecting their heads, but we're collecting their shrunken heads that they've collected from other people, which makes a lot more sense why they're already shrunken, right? So let's that makes a lot more sense. Like, why are they shrunken heads we're collecting? We're just killing them, but I don't know if there's a lot over here. We'll scout this area and then we'll go up this side, over in this direction. Looking for headhunters. All these mobs will drop the necklaces, but like I said, we really need the headhunters specifically. So we'll kill those first, and then if we still need necklaces, we can just kill whatever. I might just kill this guy because he's patrolling around here. Pretty long patrol range, it looked like. I don't really want him to sneak up on us. There's a few of them in here, the headhunters, but they're kind of surrounded by other mobs. Earth grab totem, that's annoying. And a healing totem, okay, that's also annoying. Clear those totems real fast. Alright, got a necklace, cool. Let's pull this guy. Let's line of sight him. What? How's there no line of sight on this thing? That's fine, whatever. I don't understand the line of sight sometimes in Classic. There's just certain things that just throw me off really bad. We have a lot of mana, so I'm gonna burn it. I didn't realize my mana was so full. Throw some totems down. We've been meleeing these guys for the most part, just because they're kind of squishy to us. Let's pull this one. This should line of sight him, right? As he runs through the wall. Okay, maybe there's a reason why there's they can see through the wall, because there's literally, they can run through it. How did he do that? I want to give that a shot in a moment. There's no way I can run through this wall, right? Interesting, no. But you can apparently jump kind of on it. There's like a little lip there that sticks out. That's interesting. Kind of cool. There's another headhunter over here, right? Maybe on the other side. That's a headhunter, right? Berserker. Oh no, maybe that's it. Oh, there is one. Okay. We're gonna go around. I don't need the berserkers. We're gonna ignore them. I don't think there's a chest in here, right? Sometimes there is. I'm just kind of looking for it. I'll pull this guy back. Okay, that's fine. I just didn't want to fight all of them at the same time. Kill this healing ward. Kill this earth grab totem. I don't know what the stupid totems. They're so annoying to me. Like, especially if they grab you and the mob flees, it's a really bad combination. These guys in a rage, they don't really flee, but I just don't like being rooted if I can help it. So I try and clear anything that would root me as quickly as possible when I'm fighting mobs. Alright. More shrunken heads. The drop rate on those heads is solid. I can't really complain. Okay, I think we cleared all the headhunters over here. Might be a few down here. Let's take a quick look before we go up into the main area. No, looks like that's about it. Berserker. Okay, not bad though. I mean, we got 14 of the 20 and not more than 10 kills. And we've got a few more necklaces, so we're going to wrap these up pretty quick, I think. We're actually going to stop here in a moment, because it's getting close to my 1 hour mark. But I'll quickly like to thank my Patreon supporters, especially Timothy B, Luke D, and Chris S. So thank you all for your continued support. It's always appreciated. I guess I can rebuff. Let's kill like one more mob, and then we'll call it a day. Beastmaster, that's not really helpful. Headhunter, that's perfect. What are these guys? Berserkers, Headhunters. Okay. It's actually a nice little group from here. I'm just gonna pull this guy. I just need to clear up some space here. Okay. Frost Shock. Maybe I need to... see if I can pull this guy closer to my totems. There we go. Well, let's go ahead and keep killing these for this episode until I finish up my my totems in here. I might as well use them all, right? Another shrunken head, 15 of 20. I do like these guys will melee as long as I back them up a little bit, so it's kind of convenient. It's not too bad if I can get them kind of to start kind of following me along. Let's see, silver off that mob, 3 more shrunken heads, cool. Headhunter. Alright, we'll get this quest done at least. That's convenient. And is this guy going to drop 2 for us? 2 or 3? Yeah. 1. Okay, that's fine. This guy's got to drop 1 and then we're done with this quest. We'll stop here then. We'll come back next time. We'll do the Bloody Bone necklaces, which just kill whatever's around here. Probably just go back downstairs, this little open area. It's a little bit safer. Alright, done. That was not a bad quest. It was pretty quick. Okay, so we're going to stop here for today. Next episode, we're going to pick up right where we left off. We're going to go down here, get 6 more necklaces, turn those 2 quests in. There might be follow-ups. We'll do those possibly, but some combination of the Mokthardan's Enchantment, Skull Splitter Tusks, and any follow-ups to these quests. So anyway, that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.